Hello, good evening. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. Who's there? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. How are you today? Hello, hello, hello. I wonder who's going to be the first person to join me today. Good afternoon here in Kiev, so good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Good, 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 everything. Thank you for joining. Just waiting on Facebook. Hello. Hello, where is everybody? Why can't I see anyone? I hope notification is going out. Hello? 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 Where is everybody? Hello? Wow. Hello? At least one person is joining. Hello? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. How are you? Thank you for joining. Please let me see your name or your details so that I can say hello to you. I'm just waiting for Facebook to come on. Thank you. I think Facebook is on now, so we can proceed. Hello, everyone. How you doing? Where are my people on YouTube? I can't see everybody or anybody. I hope everybody is doing well. Today is Friday. Yes. Okay. So the Friday before Christmas. I see. Okay. 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 Yes. Every day is similar here. So every day is Christmas, should I say. So I didn't actually observe it to be that different here. Anyway, thank you for joining. Whoever it is that is there that I can see, thank you for joining. Welcome. We're going to have another great afternoon, or say another great program today. So I'm really looking forward to you guys joining me, and I'm also looking forward to your opinion and your thoughts. You know, you're free to call. You can call Move Agents Madik. Hello, Nkechi. I was getting a little bit worried when I didn't see you, Nkechi. I was wondering, oh my God, what happened? Well, welcome, Nkechi. Thank you for joining. How are you today? I hope you're good and everyone is doing well. So, guys, please share this. I think maybe because I came a little bit earlier, not a lot of people, have joined. So please, guys, share this with as many people as possible. It is just 4 o'clock here in Kyiv, Ukraine, so possibly a lot of people are still coming later. Today, I'm just going to show one video, and I want us to analyze this video. You know, I watched this, and I was just thinking that, you know, the problems that we have, or what we've been discussing over the last few weeks, you know, I think is far, far deeper than we think. And also, oh, thank you very much, Nkechi. It's far deeper than we think. And I also think that the perpetrators of this, they're not willing to relent. They are relentless in their actions. They're not willing to repent or to be relentless, to relent, to just like, okay, I used to do this, I've done this for so long, okay, let me just back off. I have enough money, I have enough access, I have enough power, let me back off a little bit. They're not willing to do so. So family, let's get back together on the dining table, and let's rub minds together. We really need to have this discussion. You know, maybe I'm seeing something that you're not seeing, or maybe you would see something that I haven't seen. So let us discuss it. I'm really keen to hear your thoughts and to know what you're thinking and what you make of all this. I'm so interested. So guys, please join me in this discussion today. You can always call Move Agent Madik. That's Move Agent Madik. I'm going to start showing the video immediately so that if other people want to join, they can join. I'll play it again. And again, it's not that long. It's a very short video. So we can have a look at it. And then from there, we have our discussion. I was hoping to say hello to a lot of people on, but I couldn't see one person's name on YouTube. So on Facebook, let me have a look and say hello to my Facebook family. Hello, guys. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you all. Let me see who's there so that I can say hello. Oh, I didn't check it on time. Okay, let me say hello to, we have here Holiness. Hello, Holiness. Hello, Solomon. How are you? Thank you very much. Cobbler, hello, thank you. Sylvester, how are you? Thank you for joining. Josephine, how are you? Carlene, how are you? Ifenyua, how are you? Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Sheyi, how are you? Hello, Mr. B. Hello, Justine. Justine, oh my God, guys, I'm not gonna spill it. Hello, hello, hello. Solomon, how are you again? Thank you very much. Hello, Babatunde, how are you? Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate you all. So, guys, I'm just going to ask you to do the honors as usual. Please share this with as many people as possible. If you're on Facebook, hi, Joyce. If you're on Facebook, there are 3 ways that I know on Facebook that is pretty easy to share. So the first way is by you just clicking the share button or the share icon. If it's not a button, because there's no button, the share icon, click on that and that will go straight to your page, and other people that goes on your page, they will see it and they may follow suit to watch. Another way is by you actually inviting people individually. So that's inviting people that you know or you think might be interested in this. You click the invite icon and then select the people from your friends list that you want to invite to join you in this program. Actually, I would really like you to invite people that, you know, they usually go to church, they're members of any of the denomination. I know this particular pastor that I'm going to show the video is from MFM, Mountain of Fire. You know, so I just want you to share with as many people as possible, because a lot of people are victims to this and they don't know what's happening, because anytime God is mentioned anywhere, we automatically think as a human being that that means it's good. But obviously, we've had some people that are using God's name and Jesus' name as a camouflage to do evil deeds. And personally, I think these are evil deeds. I still have hope for them. I think that they can change. I haven't written them off. But in the meantime, while they're bent on behaving in this way, we need to highlight it to a lot of people that are not aware, so that they can be aware and they can actually help themselves without being victims of this. Because it's very painful when you realize this later and you've already spent a lot of your money, your time, your resources in the company of these people, believe in them. So this is what I really don't want to happen to anybody, or even happen to people that's happened before. I don't want it to continue. So please, let's help each other. Let's be our brother's keeper. I think this is where it actually applies, that we should be our brother's keepers. So please, guys, let's do the honors. So share by inviting, share by tagging. Tagging actually is using the symbol, this @ symbol. This is the symbol that you use in your email. So use that same symbol and the person's name without any space. You know, the person will get a notification that they've been mentioned. @ just mean a mention, and then Facebook will mention them and they might join us. And also, why don't we also do the same with YouTube? With YouTube, in fact, you can copy the link and share the link on your WhatsApp with your WhatsApp contacts. Please do so. I appreciate you all. I'm always grateful to see all your faces and, you know, just see your names that I'm familiar with. Abraham, I'm so grateful that you're joining us again. Hi, Victor. Hi, Tosin. Hello, Michael. Michael, thank you, Michael. Hi, Joyce again. Solomon and Kechi, thank you. I appreciate you all. Welcome to the program. Okay, so let me say hello to the rest of the people on Facebook. Joy, how are you? Precious, how are you? Hi, Vivian. Prince, hello. This is Prophet William Prince. Okay, hello, Prophet William Prince. Hello, thank you for joining. Vivian, Promise, thank you. Thank you, Uwa. That's Sophia. Thank you, Tony. Hello, Udori. Hello, thank you very much for joining. Michael Babs, hello, thank you. And Patience, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Please share. Do the honors of sharing. I'm really looking forward to sharing this with you. So, okay, guys, okay, I am a Christian, okay, so I'm not like a non-believer. I actually believe in God. I believe in Jesus. And you know how it is. If you are a person that actually join me daily, you would know that this is just our table. This is our dining table on Cyber. And we're having this discussion openly, boldly as well. You know, we're not being restricted. We are not people that are afraid of curses, or we're afraid of one thing or the other. We speak in truth. For that reason, we have nothing to fear. So we just we analyze what we see with a sound mind, that God is giving us, we use that sound mind to analyze what we're hearing and what we're seeing and what we see that is wrong. So it's about doctrines and behavior. It's not really about individual as a person, because we all have our shortcomings. But this type of shortcomings are affecting lives, they're ruining lives, and they suppressing people from achieving what God proposed them to achieve here on earth. And if we don't do anything about it, we would just go deeper, deeper, deeper in red. And that's really what I don't want, and I don't think anybody wants that. So we're sitting together in our cyber dining table and we're having this discussion. So this so-called man of God, which actually let's just call him his name. His name is Olukoya. It's Dr. Olukoya of Mountain of Fire. He's the general overseer of Mountain of Fire. And I'm so embarrassed. You know, Mountain of Fire is one of those churches that, you know, when I was growing up, they used to say that it's a prayer church. And, you know, you just kind of leave them in the box of prayer church. But, you know, a lot of things have happened, you know, since I was growing up, since I was a child, including them being prayer. The prayer is usually evil prayers. So that's another show on its own. But on this money matter, you know, if you know anybody that goes to Mountain of Fire, you know that they're very plain, simple Jane. There's nothing wrong with being plain, simple Jane. I am that sometimes. But these are people usually that they need some kind of help. You know, they're spending all their resources. They're people that sold up for God or to God, and they really want God. They want God in their life, and they will do anything. They will leave everything in the world. You know, I'm trying to tell you, as you know, I understand as a young lady, they will leave everything in the world, which is like maybe things that people might think that is worldly, like fashion or makeup for the women, jewelry and all those things, to be in this church, you know, to be members of this church. So they're not worldly people. These are people that are working hard, they're doing everything that they can, and they go to this church. So it's really painful to see this kind of level of manipulation that is going on there, and it's perpetrated by the general overseer. The title that I have today is Watch Out. So I'm saying watch out. A Mountain of Fire, Dr. Olukoya, another manipulator in action. You know, don't shoot me right now, okay? Before you shoot me, let's have a look at the video, and then we have a discussion after, because you might actually see something that I actually didn't notice. So let's rub minds together as we usually do. I appreciate you all. So thank you very much for sharing this video and also inviting people. It's really important that we help our brothers and sisters and help them to actually realize the truth. Through our discussion, through our analysis, they would also be able to realize that. Alex is saying they are victims of Dr. Adekoya's manipulation. Of course, they are, you know. And we will look at that. But before we do, I really don't want us to forget this. When I mention brothers and sisters, I remember our brothers and sisters that have been victims of the Libya slave trade. And really, guys, I believe that we can do this. If I don't believe we can do this, I wouldn't put it up. We call it the Libya One Challenge, or Libya $1 Libya Challenge. $1 Libya Challenge or Libya One Challenge. The hashtag, whenever you post anything up about it, is hashtag Libya One Challenge. And where you can donate is www.com Libya One Challenge. So this is about the slave trade in Libya, and this is about those people that are victims of this. There are lots of brothers and sisters, human beings. It doesn't matter where they're from, right? But we notice that there's quite a lot of them from Nigeria, and we want to help them. It doesn't even matter where they are. We're just starting with this. We want to be able to help people. I've told you this story over and over again, so I'm just going to tell you again that, you know, all my life as I was growing up, I always see only Westerners, white people that stand up to aid to aid people, to help people. They're always the international aid. I don't really see any black organization or black groups or well-established black groups that help us, that we help each other. It's always we have a problem, and then the white people, the Westerners, international aids, they come to help us. So we're always looking on them for help. And I just never understand that. And now that I believe, now that I also believe in myself, I believe in you. You know, I know that we can do it. There's nothing special about them that makes them exceptional to be able to do this. And we can do it. And to do this, we can do it together. Give as little as you have. It doesn't have to be a lot, okay? but if it's a challenge because it depends on the numbers. So if we all give, let's say, $1, like that's why we said $1 challenge. If we all give $1, at least we will have 1 million people that can give $1. And the good thing is also, Dr. Sunday has also said that he will match whatever. If we are able to donate the $1 million, he would also match it. So that's a brilliant thing. We just need to make it a challenge where we would donate, and then we would also ask other people, our friends and family. We challenge them. We nominate them and say something along this line that I've just donated $1, or I've just donated. You don't have to say the figure, to the $1 Libya challenge. I am nominating you to also donate. Please, 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 or whatever you want to say. I'm challenging you to also donate. So please, guys, don't let us forget it. We can do it. Together, we can do this. I really believe that we can raise $1 million. So thank you very much. I appreciate you. So I'm going to show you the video now. I know I've been saying it for a few minutes now, but I'm really going to show you the video. I'm going to keep quiet. I'm going to let you watch it. It's just over 3 minutes long. And then from there, we'll take it. So I'm going to let you watch it. I won't say much. You already seen my title. You know what I think, but you don't know the details of what I'm thinking, right? Yet. And I'm going to share it with you. But in the meantime, okay, how do we donate towards Libya? Oh, CMJ, what you do is go to gofundme.com/Libya1challenge. One word, Libya1challenge. And you should be able to donate on there. Thank you very much for asking that. So guys, I'm going to show you this video, and then I'll show you, I'll let it play. Then I will start reading your comments, and then from there, I might say something. Of course, I'm going to say something. You know that already, that I'm going to say something. So I'll turn the camera around first, okay? Wow, okay. And then this is the video. Let me expand it a little. Okay, so you're able to see it in totality. And then, oh, wait. Mute it. Okay, it's only 3 minutes. 3 minutes long. Wow. Oh my God, guys, I don't know what's happening to the volume. Hold on. Oh, it's going there.
They believe that everything they have belongs to God. So they can give God everything. They believe that whatsoever they give to God, what the Bible calls tithe is just minimum. Minimum. And there is nowhere in the Bible where the Bible makes it compulsory for you to pay tithe, for you to pay offering, for you to do first fruits. It's not compulsory. It's a personal decision. If the Bible says, oh, if you do this, I'll open the windows of heaven. And you don't want any window open. You don't pay, no problem. No problem, yes, no problem. But those who are moving with God, they are grown beyond tithes. 50%, 25%. And God is blessing them. Because the apostles took offering so that the work of God can work. And if you sow sparingly, you reap sparingly. You sow bountifully, you reap bountifully. And if you think that some pastors are going to steal your money, and I'm not saying pastors don't steal, pastors steal. That's why the hands that you used to steal your master's money, you cannot leave the same hands on the sick and the sick will recover. It's not possible.
Ìdí nìyẹn tí òfin ṣe é ṣe pé ọwọ́ tó gbé tó fi ń jí owó olúwa rẹ̀ tó bá gbélé olókùnrin, ara olókùnrin yóò lè dá.
Ètò ìdíjú.
Wọ́n ṣe.
If you know that, well, yeah, they will still don't pay my money.
Lọ́nà ká wọ́n jówó mi.
No problem at all.
Ìyẹn ló lè.
Just take your money.
Mú owó rẹ̀.
Look for the address of the Almighty.
Lọ wá àdírẹ́sì ilé Ọlọ́run.
Go there.
Kó lọ lé Ọlọ́run.
Hand it over to him personally.
Kó lọ fi owó yẹn lé Ọlọ́run lọ́wọ́ fúnra rẹ̀.
Just make sure you do it.
Ṣáàpì ìdájú kó ṣáàpì lé lọ́wọ́.
That is all.
Kò burú.
Many of you don't know
Ọ̀pọ̀ yín ni ò mọ̀.
that when the working of fire and miracles which just started, we don't even take offering.
Pé nígbà tí orí òkè náà fi ṣe ìyanu kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ á kì í gbọ́ rẹ̀.
But we now notice that people have to be blessed.
Ìgbà wa kíyèsí pé àwọn èèyàn nílò láti gba ìbùkún.
That is why it is done.
Ìdí nìyẹn tàbí ń gbà.
Okay. Okay, guys, I don't know what you saw, what you understood by what you saw there. If it was clear enough, I really do want to know your thoughts and your opinion. I think it's worth showing over and over again, and I will do so. I'm glad that it's not that long. It's only about 3 minutes. So, guys, let's just have this. As family do, I'm your sister. You are my brother or my sister or my mom or my dad. I don't know. Any of those, you are all of those things. You could be one of those things. So let's have this discussion. Imagine we are in the house and we're just having a heart-to-heart, honest discussion of what you've seen, what is happening, how do you interpret this? You know, I personally, I've said already that this is, I've already said in my topic today, which is watch out, Mountain of Fire, Dr. Olukoya, another manipulator in action to steal your money, right? So what do you think? Do you think that I'm just saying this? That what did he say that was strange? What did he say that was manipulative? You know, what did he say that sounds like this? You know, let's have this discussion. I'm really willing to hear you out. So please let me hear your thoughts. Nkechi said on YouTube says that people have to be blessed. That's why they take offering. He's doing them a favor, right? Yes. So that's one of the things that he said. He said that people have to be blessed, and that's why they take money. That was actually towards the end in Nkechi that he said that. He said that the reason actually in the past when they first started the ministry that they didn't used to take any offering. And people have to be blessed. And when they realized that people have to be blessed, so they are the one that triggers blessing. So they started taking offering from people to bless, for them to be blessed. But I don't think that I don't know what they call blessing. So let's not even go there. But it's just the actual what he said. And then we have author that says, is it that when MFM started, their members were not blessed as they were not taking offering? Exactly. You know, so they were praying, but they were not getting blessed until they got paid. They started paying. They were coming as members. They were not getting blessed. That's actually a good point that you made, Arthur. You know, this is why I love this, our discussion, because he's saying that they didn't used to take offering until when at the end, but that's not the main gist. But it was at the end, later on, they realized that they need to be taking offering so that people can be blessed. So now I think what Arthur is saying is that, so when they came, they were not blessed. While you were praying and they just members, they were not blessed until you started taking money from them, then they became blessed. This is another manipulator. You see, do you see similarities in all these people, how they manipulate you? The other day I showed you, or I showed you yesterday was Oyedepo. The day before was Adeboye, and then this one is MFM. I think these are the three top churches or denomination in Nigeria. And you see the state of Nigeria. I think blame the state of Nigeria, blame it on these three people. You know, Oyedepo, Adeboye, and Olukoya. You know, they are the people that are killing Nigeria, you know, and killing Africans anywhere, any Africa, anywhere in the world that goes to their church or believe in their doctrine, they literally gone. They're literally gone, especially if you don't think and you don't, use your sound mind. You believe in them, you trust them, not because you don't have the sound mind, but because you believe in them as authority. You trust them to say the truth. And because they mention God's name and also they mention Jesus, you think, okay, they cannot be wrong. But clearly, I want us to see what they're doing that is very, very mean. I'm going to play this again because I'm not sure that people are actually seeing some of the things I'm saying. So as I'm playing it this time, I will stop so that I will repeat what they're saying in case you didn't hear it clearly, because it's not really super clear. Hold on. I'm going to start. So I'm going to turn the camera to this side, right? But I will be talking. So don't worry if you don't see my face. You see my face enough anyway. And you're free to call Move Agents Medic if you have something to say about this. Please feel free. Even if it's an objection, you're welcome to call. Okay. Let me just increase the size a little bit. Okay, so this is okay, so one thing I want you to see, guys, is that it says MFM. This is recently, and it says MFM Glorious Sunday Service. It's a recent Sunday service. It says ministering Dr. D.K. Olukoya, message the power of primitive faith. Okay, I think they made a mistake in that in that title somehow, but it's not important. Okay, I'm just pointing it out. It's not really important at all. So let's hear it again, and then I'll stop.
The people with primitive faith.
Okay, he said that the people with primitive faith, the people with primitive faith. So that's going with the title, okay?
They believe that everything they have belongs to God.
So the people with primitive faith, they believe that everything that they have belongs to God, okay? You would think that this person is in favor of you not paying the tithe, but listen carefully.
So they can give God everything.
So these people with primitive faith, they believe that everything that they have, they can give, it belongs to God. So these people can give God everything. That's what it says, okay? Continue.
They believe that whatsoever they give to God, what the Bible calls tithe is just the minimum.
Okay, he said they believe that whatsoever they give to God, and then you can see his gesture in his hand. He said what the Bible calls the tithe is just it's just smaller.
And there is nowhere in the Bible where the Bible makes it compulsory for you to pay tithe.
Okay, let me turn the camera now. All right, it says at least we've got one of the major churches or denomination in Nigeria. At least we've got one that has now openly says that there's nowhere in the Bible that it says that it's compulsory for you to pay tithes. And it wants to go on to say offering and other things. I'll let it play. So at least for once, we get one person to say that. To be honest, even though you will find him preaching that he says that we should pay tithes. In his preaching before, he didn't come out openly to admit that, okay, I made a mistake before, and I always said that we have to pay tithe, but really, I also believe now, or I have seen that there's nowhere in the Bible that says that we have to pay tithes. He's just using funny, indirect way to come out to say he didn't say that. But it's not only saying that. So now I really want you to pay attention. I'm sorry that I have to stop it, but I just want you to get it, to get the points, because it's not as clear as I would like it to be, okay? We're transmitting from another transmission already, so it's not very, it's not as good as I would like it to be.
For you to do first fruits, it's not compulsory. It's a personal decision. If the Bible says, oh, if you do this, I'll open the windows of heaven. And you don't want any window open. You don't pay no problem.
Okay, so he said there's nowhere in the Bible that says you have to pay offering, you have to pay tithe, you have to pay anything, okay? But if the Bible says that if you pay this, or if you give, right, it will keep the windows of heaven open. If you give, it will make the windows of heaven open. Then if you don't want the windows of heaven open, then you don't need to pay. You know, he said that if you don't want, this is where the manipulation begins. So you see that these people, they are master in this. They are deliberately misleading people for their own gain. And it's not even in a small way. It's in a very wicked, deceptive way where they are saying, so he started warming you up and saying, oh, you know, if you're primitive, you are the person that says that all your money, everything belongs to God. You know, if you're a primitive person, that means that, you know, somebody that is very archaic, like, you know, olden days, you know, but not everything, you don't have to give anything. God didn't say you have to give anything. There's nothing in the Bible that says you have to give. He said that kind of soften you and you're relaxed. Then he just jumped slowly in a very subtle way. This is wickedness. This is how manipulators go. And then started saying that, oh, but in the Bible, it says that if you want the windows of heaven open, you should give. And if you don't want the windows of heaven open, then don't give. You know, who as a Christian or is as a religious person does not want the windows of heaven open, because they've interpreted to us that the window of heaven opening is blessing to us, is money, is wealth, is the things that we want. So he's saying that if you don't want it to be open, then you don't give anything. This is manipulation mastermind.
But those who are moving with God, they have grown beyond times.
You see, but those who are moving with God, they have grown beyond. He wanted to say
50%. I want 25%.
They have grown beyond 10%. They pay 50%. They pay 30%. He went on to say they pay 90%. 90%. What?
And God is blessing them. Because the apostles too took offering so that the work of God can work.
Okay, so there's nowhere that it says in the Bible that you have to pay tithes, and it said even the apostles also they take offering so that the work of God can go on. I don't even know where this guy stands anymore. Do you understand? It's like, you know, when somebody is just manipulating you, you don't know if either they're cold or they're hot, where they are. It's just everywhere. Yeah, and he's doing it in such a way that if you look at him and you're just looking at him and the way that he's speaking, you will trust him. You will believe what he's saying. You would think that this is a sane person that is speaking sanity into you, or at least is speaking truth, that is speaking God, because it's so calm and collected. And you will not, until if you do the analysis well, that's when you will realize that this is pure evil manipulation. He's like an evil genius. He's just there, you know. It's not showing too much emotion. It's very calm, and they're all very calm. They're very calm and collected. All three of them, they can be very calm and collected, except for Oyedepo. He just fly off the roof sometimes without him, you know behavior. Sometimes you can't hide it. He just fly off the roof like whoo, and then he calm down like, oh, camera is there, people are watching me. But this one in particular, Olukoya, he's always very calm. If you're not careful, he would have sold your relative everything before you even realize anything. Look at what he's saying. I'm just going to let you continue. If you sow sparingly, you reap sparingly. Hey.
You sow bountifully, you reap bountifully. I need you to think that some pastors are going to steal your money. And I'm not saying pastors don't steal, pastors steal. That's why they have.
You see what he's trying to do here? He's saying that there's some pastors that steal. He's not saying that pastors don't steal. You are stealing, sir. Excuse me. You are stealing. You are literally going into people's bank account and people's pocket to take their money, because if you get into people's mind, once you're able to challenge their mind and take hold of their mind, you have everything. And you're standing there going into their mind and saying that there's some apostles that steal, there's some pastors steal, but you are the number one of them. If you're telling people that if they give sparingly, they will get sparingly. If it's still sowing and reaping, guys. I know you've seen this, you've heard this already. If you don't know the difference, right? When they say sow and you will reap, right? It's about sowing in terms of your character, your behavior, your relationship with God. It's not a sowing of money. It's got nothing to do with money. Okay, sowing is got nothing to do with money. It's like what you sow in how you are to people. Let's say if you sow to be wicked to people, then you will reap back that. Do you understand? If you sow to be unkind to people, then you will reap back unkindness. These are the things that is about sowing. It's not about money. But he's saying here, using the same scripture in the Bible, to say that sowing, if you sow sparingly, you will reap sparingly. If you sow a lot, you will reap a lot. And then he went on to say that actually, I am not saying that pastors don't steal. You know, if a pastor tells you that he's not saying that pastors don't steal, you would think that, okay, if for him to say that, then he himself is not stealing. But he is actually the kingpin of this stealing. Because what he is doing right now is to steal your money. So let's have a look. Let's continue to hear what he's saying. Yes, Nkechi is one of them. And he's saying that some pastors steal.
That you used to steal your master's money, you cannot leave the same hands on the sick and the sick will recover. It's not possible.
Excuse me, where is it going with this? I don't understand. Why is he talking about if you steal your master's money with a hand that you used to steal, you cannot use it to heal somebody? How did that come about? We're talking about money. How did we start talking about healing? This is mesmerizing. They will use anything to just twist your brain. These guys are twisting people's brain, twisting it. How did we fly from one to the other? Is to mesmerize you, is to make you think that this guy really knows what he's talking about. Because of course you would think if you're stealing with one hand, you can't use that hand to heal somebody else. But it's not in relation to this discussion right now. It's jumping from places because he has no basis for what he's saying. But wants to keep on manipulating. He has to spend enough time to buttress his point where there's no point at all. Let's continue. Okay.
You do. On shape. If you know that, oh yeah, they will still my money. No problem at all. Just take your money. Look for the address of the Almighty. Go there.
Look at, hello, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, mommy and daddies. For all of you that always say that we are throwing shades on pastors, on this, we're not respecting them. This is one mighty shade from Dr. Olukoya. He said, listen to this, I will rewind it slightly for you to listen to it. He said, for those of you that don't want to give to the church, you don't want to give to your pastors, what I would advise you to do is to look for God's address. This is big time shade, Manipulator 101. To look for God's address, make sure you package your money and then go and send it to him, to God. I cannot believe it. He said, package your money, look for God's address, package your money and go and give it to them. He didn't even say that God says, I was ill, I was naked, you did not clothe me. Even if he's going to say that, don't give it to the church. His point is that give all your money to us. First of all, you have to be a mature Christian. If you're a mature Christian, then you have to give up to 90% of your money. Now he's not even asking for 10% anymore. He said that 10% is for people that don't really know God. They don't have a relationship with God. He's now asking for 90% for you to be blessed. And even after you give that 90%, right? If you decide that you don't even want to give, you don't want to give to the church, right? Then I will suggest to you that you look for your God's address and you package your money and you send it to God. He's now not, so he's not giving you any option, because God don't have an address. God's address is inside me and you, okay? So it's just being sarcastic that if you don't want to give to God, if you don't want to give to them in the church, then you would have to look for God's address to give it to God, okay? So it's not, I'm saying that as a pastor, you should at least say one thing in that statement, that you can give your money to the poor. Because Jesus said that I was naked, you did not feed me. You did not clothe me. I was hungry, you didn't feed me. I was in hospital, you didn't come to see me. At least use your money for that. That's what I'm expecting from a true man of God. This one is not a man of God. This is pure evil act. Manipulation, con artist 101. This is what he's doing. So I don't know how you want to say it or how you want to look at it. Let's continue. It's not that long. It's only a 3-minute video.
Hand
it to, you see, he said look for, it's not even to post it. He said go and look for God's address, package it, and go hand it to God by yourself. Hand it, give it to God in his hand by yourself. Is that even possible? Hey.
Just make sure you do it. That is all. Many of you don't know that when the Bible of Prayer and Miracles just started.
Yeah, this is why he's trying to justify why they're taking money. The same thing with Adeboye the other day. The only reason we take offering at all is to get you out of poverty. This is Olukoya's version of it. So this is Olukoya's version of Adeboye's. The only reason we take offering at all is to get you out of poverty. Here we go.
We don't even take offering. But we now notice that people have to be blessed. That is why it is done.
Okay, they observe that people have to be blessed. So what you're saying is that when they first established the church, people were not blessed. The church was just there. So what was the church there for if they were not blessed? Okay, they were getting to know God. So they were even getting to know God was not a blessing. In his own opinion, getting to know God, preaching the word of God is not a blessing. It's all about the mullah, maybe. It's all about money. It's all about the peas, So he's saying that when they first started the church, they noticed that they were not taking offering at all. But they noticed that people were not blessed. So this is what happened when they noticed that people were not blessed. So people were not blessed for even knowing Christ. You see, it doesn't even consider knowing Christ as people being blessed. What happened?
The people with primitive faith, they believe that everything they have belongs to God. So they can give God everything.
I'm starting again.
They believe that whatsoever they give to God, what the Bible calls tithe is just the minimum. Minimum. And there is nowhere in the Bible where the Bible makes it compulsory for you to pay tithe, for you to pay offering, for you to do first fruits. It's not compulsory. It's a personal decision. If the Bible says, oh, if you do this, I'll open the windows of heaven. And you don't want any window open. You don't pay, no problem. No problem. But those who are moving with God, they are grown beyond tithes. 50%, 25%. And God is blessing them. Because the apostles too took offering so that the work of God can work. And people so sparingly, you reap sparingly. You sow bountifully, you reap bountifully. And if you think that some pastors are going to steal your money, and I'm not saying pastors don't steal, pastors steal.
At least it's confirmed this. Pastor Stills as well. Him still, it should say I still too.
Oh, I want to try to give. That's why the hands that you used to steal your master's money, you cannot lay the same hands on the sick and the sick will recover. It's not possible.
Ìdílé yẹn tí òfin ṣe pé ọwọ́ tó gbé tó fi ń jí owó olúwa rẹ̀ tó bá gbélé olókùnrùn ara olókùnrùn yóò lè dá.
But they do.
Wọ́n ṣe.
If you know that, oh yeah, they will steal my money.
Ọlọ́run ọ̀gá wọn jówó mi, wọ́n jówó mi.
No problem at all.
Ìyẹn ló lè.
Just take your money.
Mú owó rẹ̀.
Look for the address of the Almighty.
Lọ wá àdírẹ́sì ilé Ọlọ́run.
Go there.
Kó lọ lé Ọlọ́run.
Hand it over to him personally.
Kó lọ fi owó yẹn lé Ọlọ́run lọ́wọ́ fúnra.
Look for the address of the Almighty and go and hand it to him personally. Shades.
Just make sure you do it.
Ṣáàlì dájú kó ṣáàfi lé lọ́wọ́.
That is all.
Kò burú.
Many of you don't know
Ọ̀pọ̀ yín ni ò mọ̀.
that when the Mountain of Fire and Miracles just started, we don't even take offering.
Ṣé nígbà tí orí òkè náà ti ṣe ìyanu kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ á kì í gbọ́ rẹ̀?
But we now notice that people have to be blessed.
Ìgbà wa kíyèsí pé àwọn èèyàn nílò láti gba ìbùkún.
That is why it is done.
Ìdí nìyẹn tàbí gbà.
People. I am done with this already. Okay, guys, you've seen it, you have heard it live here. You've seen what Dr. Olukoya, this is the GO of Mountain of Fire Ministries, MFM, as well known. This is what he is doing. This is the manipulation, brainwashing, lies, deception, robbery, whatever you want to call it, in the name of God. In the name of God. And even throw shades in as well. Shade is like, telling you that that's shades. So the shade he threw in was that if you don't want to give them in the church, then he would say that what you should do is to package your money, look for the address of the Almighty, and go and hand it to him yourself. This is the level where they think that human beings, like the rest of us, we're so stupid, and they are the Almighty God themselves that should tell us what to do. That we don't know what to do, we don't know what we're doing. They could talk to us anyhow, they could insult us anyhow, they can throw shit anyhow they want. We shouldn't do anything. Brainwash people because they have the microphone, they're standing up, and there are many people that are seated listening to them. So they feel like they can throw anything at you. Anything at all, they can throw at you. And this is very painful. Although I am laughing, but in my heart, I'm thinking, how can these people stoop to this level? They've stooped to such a low level that I just don't understand why they continue to do this. So this guy is not even asking for 10% anymore. He's now upgraded to 90%. You keep 10%, he gives him. He doesn't care. Look at his eyes. Look at him. This is him still. They don't care. It's like whatever happens to you is not their business. How can somebody say, you're primitive, or I don't even understand what he's trying to say about being primitive. I don't know what primitive has to do with this. You're stealing my money. Primitive might believe or not believe. There is no relationship with God. There is no love for God. There's nothing about the widow. As Richard has said there, I know God's address. Richard, it's well put, Richard. You said that the poor, I know God's address. The poor, widow, motherless, fatherless, orphans, strangers, etc. That's God's address. Thank you very much, Richard. Sound mind God is giving you. I really appreciate what you wrote. Beautiful. Yes, that's God's address. So actually, for those people that they can't be manipulated, and you're hearing this and you're from MFM, now your general overseer, if you're listening to him, right, has said that if you're not going to give him, right, if you're not a mature Christian, that you've gone past 10%, right, then the next level, you should be giving 90%. So if you're mature, you should be giving 90%. But if you're not, right, and you don't want to give them, then you should go and give to God. Now, Richard Michael has told us what God's address is. He said, look for God's address. And God's address is the poor, the widow, the motherless, the fatherless, the orphans, the strangers. Those are the people that needs your money. He doesn't need your money anymore. So I'm not even angry, okay? I'm disappointed and the way he's manipulating people, because there are lots of people that are sitting there listening to him. But yeah, let's make good of this, okay? Don't let us be victims. Let us be victors. We are victorious. So we're going to listen to his advice and give our money to God's address. And God's address, as Richard here said, is the poor, the widow, the motherless, the fatherless, the orphans, the strangers, and etc. So well done for that. So I'm going to start reading your comments now. I want to know what your thoughts are on this. If you see what I see or you don't see it and you think, oh, here comes Mayowa again with her noise, let's see what you have to say. I'm really interested. I'm going to read from the top. Wow, you've written a lot of comments. I'm not going to bother reading those comments that are response to somebody. I'll just let it be because you guys are responding to each other. I have Cobbler said that religion is a big problem in Africa, especially Christianity. Yes, I think others have their own problems as well, but I'm saying yes to especially Christianity because I'm a Christian and that's where I have an inside view. So from where I have an inside view, then I can say that yes, it is a problem. So I agree with Cobbler from that point of view. Hosseini, Pastor Olukoya is not a thief or you think is very wrong, okay? Okay, Hosseini, now that you have seen the video, what do you consider him to be? Somebody that is lying to you face off, saying that if you don't give up to 90%, you're not even mature, you don't have a good, you're not a mature Christian. And even at the point where you don't want to give, even though it says that, yes, there's some pastors that are thieves, it doesn't say that pastors are not thieves, which includes him as well, because somebody that is saying that, although it doesn't say anywhere in the Bible to give offering, to give first fruits offering, to give tithes, to give any of those money, he still thinks that you should give. On what basis should you give other than to steal your money? This is simple. It's as simple as that. There is no how about it, Hosseini. Afolabi, thank you very much, Afolabi. I appreciate you. I pity all those listening to the Antichrist. Modupe Ola. Huh? Use your sound mind that God has given you. I pity you too for not understanding this. Please. Huh? I love you. You need to be free. Unto freedom you are called. Don't let anybody manipulate you. What has God given him that he hasn't given you? You know, what father in God do you have that you think that this guy here is telling you the truth and God hasn't been able to minister that truth to you? It's very concerning. Solomon, how are you? Why are you listening to her? What do you know about, okay, Antichrist, Modupe? Okay, I said I wasn't going to read responses. I'm not going to read responses. Let me just skip responses, please. Okay, we have... we have somebody just maybe... Somebody just asked a question that is funny. Okay, they're responding to... Okay, I don't want to respond to all these people. Godwin says... Why can't you? Okay, okay, Godwin. I think everybody has read that. Timmy K says that correct and sound doctrine is crucial to salvation and growth in spiritual maturity. It comes as no surprise that God warns us many times in Scripture to be aware of false. Christians need to be able to recognize false teaching in order to know when they are being led down a path that God did not intend. Well put. Thank you very much. Timmy K, thank you very much for that. Godwin. Okay. Godwin. Godwin raised the question. He says that your own raising is different. By the way, how do we believe that you're actually raising it for Libya victims? Okay, Godwin, we're raising this money through a charity fundraising platform. It's called GoFundMe. They are going to check everything out before they release the money, okay? So if you're concerned, because we're not asking you to put in anybody's bank account, it's going into GoFundMe. They will make sure that it goes through the right channels and is spent correctly. They don't just take money and then somebody will just say GoFundMe and it doesn't get done. And also, we would also update you with what we're doing with the money. You would see it. We'd have pictures. I mean, we live in the media age now. and we can show you everything. Everything will be transparent. So if you're concerned about that, because I would do wonder that other people will be out there that would have the same doubt. So please, if you have the same doubt, you can always check with GoFundMe. And also, you can also ask us, query us, what have you done? We want it to be 1 million, because if it's not enough, if it's not 1 million, then we can't do what we need to do with it. If it's enough, then it would be doubled, it would be matched, as Dr. Sunday said. And then we will have enough money to be able to do something really tangible. And one of the things that we're going to do is to help people, to upskill them, to help them to set up businesses, to help them to do things so that they don't have to worry about having to go somewhere else for greener pastures. We have to help them to believe in where God has put them without them having to take the risk. So this is the Libya One Challenge. Challenge your friends. You donate, and then challenge your friends, family, relative, everybody that you can challenge, and tell them that you've donated to the Libya One Challenge and you would also like them to donate. They can donate as little as possible or as much as possible. Please help us out to help others, And this is just keeping quiet, doing nothing, or saying, I think sometimes this is the reasons that some people don't stand up and do something. I must say, in the past, for myself as well, because I feel like people would ask me questions like, what are you going to do with it? Where are you going? You're not really genuine or whatever. And I failed to do what I'm supposed to do, And this is my responsibility. It's not the responsibility of the white people, or should I say Westerners or other people, to always come and rescue us. And we always been the victim, So many people don't do things because people have doubts like this. But it's okay also to have doubts, because I understand a lot of negative things has happened. So with that doubt, let's make it into positive, okay? And let's just all join together. That's why we make it as little as possible for people, so that if you donate a lot, at least you use it to test the waters and see how it goes. And I can assure you that this is going to go well. We will raise the right money. Can we know how much has been raised so far? The last time I checked, it's over £3,000. So you can go on to check that. You can go to GoFundMe, www.gofundme.com/Libya LIBYA 1ONE challenge CHALLENG. So if you go on there, you would see how much we've raised to date. Okay, the last time I checked was over £3,000. Okay, and we're going for $1 million. Thank you very much for that. So let's thank you very much, Godwin, for asking that. I think it's a point that you raised, and it's a valid one. Aya says you're taking the matter beyond. You are talking this matter beyond boundaries. This is a genuine servant of God. Okay, if he's a genuine servant of God, it's not me to question him. But this particular incident or this particular video that I'm showing you is not genuine. It's lies. Okay. Is lies. This is not a genuine servant of God's behavior. Okay, so if you're saying that it's a genuine servant of God, is it absolute? It's not absolute. Evidence shows otherwise. Ayo. So, but we're all servants of God. It's as simple as that. I'm a servant of God. You're a servant of God. Take up your responsibility. No one is better than you. Okay, I don't have that book next to me here. I would have showed you this book. One of my favorite books. No one is better than you. But we're all servants of God, and we should believe that we are all servants of God. Then who else we have here? The people, the problem we have in Africa. Okay. Kobla is also responding to somebody here. Thank you. Okay, Ayo, goodbye. Goodbye, Ayo. Babatunde says, manipulating the word of God. He knew the correct thing, but coercing and manipulating the members to pay even 50, even went up to 90%, is the owner of the blessings. Pathetic. Absolutely. Do you know, actually, that's a good point that Babatunde just raised. It's very subtle, but I didn't even observe that as well. He said that at the beginning, right? We didn't used to collect money. When we first started the Mountain and Fire, we didn't used to collect money. But we realized that people are not blessed. What he's saying is that he realized that he didn't have money by not collecting. Baba Tunde, this is why I love you guys. You guys are, you're on point in thinking. You just alluded me to that. That he is actually saying that at the beginning I didn't, I wasn't looking for money. He's talking about himself. Or when he says people, he's talking about himself, and he's talking about money when he's talking about blessing. So he's saying that at the beginning we didn't used to collect offering or anything, just like the other. And then I realized that people are not blessed. Bamidele, why are you retracting your statement? Feel free to write what you want to write. So, wow, Babatunde, you're a genius. You are a genius. Well done, Babatunde. So it's actually saying that I wasn't getting any money when I wasn't taking any offering from you. Then I realized that I could get money from you. So we started collecting so that I can be blessed. Chai! Hi! Babatunde, well done. Good job in observing that. Well done. Wow. Gosh. Okay. 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 Egosa. Egosa is responding to Ayo. You are free to leave the group because the truth must be spoken. More grace to Pastor Adelaja. Thank you very much, Egosa. Why are we not blessed up to now? Pay as you go, Pastor. That's Kabla that is saying that. Richard is asking you that, why are you still here, Ayo? I'm just, sometimes I'm very petty. Okay, I'm not going to read that anymore. Let's leave Ayo alone, okay? Ayo is just still a little bit blind now. His eyes is open one by one because it's not gone yet. It's still here. Thank you. Useni Abe says, Madam, you're 100% wrong. Okay, thank you very much, wrong detector. All right. Okay, somebody saying MFM is real. All right, I was very angry when I saw the video from Gio. That Stephen is saying that he was very angry when he saw the video from Gio. Yes, you should be. And keep your money, keep your money. Use your money to do what God says. Like Richard said earlier, you need to help those people. God, help Christ, help Almighty God. I was sick, you didn't feed me. I was sick, you didn't come to visit me. I was hungry, you didn't feed me. I was naked, you didn't clothe me. Those are the people that you need to help with your money. Babatune also says that those pastors you mentioned are the one at the receiving end of 10% of the oil money coming from the federal government to the hands of the citizens as wages. Wow. I told you, in my opinion, they are the three main perpetrators of ruining Nigeria or Africa as a whole. Because it's a trickle effect. If Nigeria is a giant of Africa, whatever happens to the giant, it's like when the giant falls, every surrounding areas also will feel the effect. And if Nigeria is like this, then these people are the perpetrator. Oyedepo is not number one. Number one is actually Adeboye. Number two is Oyedepo. These two they fight together. Oyedepo and Olukoya. They're side by side, second place. I think maybe towards the end of the year. I'm thinking maybe we should do an award for them. The people that are messing up Nigeria, we should give them an award. And guys, don't forget the program we also want to do, which is all the prophecies that have been given earlier this year. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. We want to highlight all those prophecies, and we want to see what happened, if they did happen or not, so we know who is fake and who is real. Thank you. So if you have any prophecies that please send them to us. Thank you very much. Who do we have here? I used to pay all the money before, but I was not blessed, so I stopped paying. Well done to you, Kobla. You are blessed, but if we're talking about financial blessing, it's not by you paying the money. It's not by you doing that. It's by you having understanding of principles. That's how you get financial blessing. We are all blessed already. It's an insult to God. And this guy, what he said is an opposition to God. For him to say that when he first started the church, that people were not getting blessed, so they started taking money. And it's an insult also for Adeboye to say the same thing. It's actually poking God in the eyes. How are we not blessed already? You are blessed for having life. You are blessed for being on this earth. You are blessed for being who you are. You are blessed for everything that you have. You're blessed for being able to breathe. That already is blessing. But if you're looking for money, you want financial gain for something, then you need to look for a need and be a solution. then you can exchange your service or your solution for that money. You can ask what you want for it. And that's what they should be telling people. Don't tell people that in order for you to be blessed, you have to give. That's pure lies. That is lies from I don't know where. And it's wickedness. You know, you don't give money for you to be blessed. You don't need to transact money from God, blessings from God. No, God has already blessed you. He said that before I knew you, right? Before you were born, I knew you. Somebody that knew you before you were born, he already prepared for you. He prepared this word for you. He already put something in you that nobody has. Nobody is better than you. So if you want to be blessed, you need to know principles. Raising the next generation of Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. You need to know this. You need to know how to do this. How to become the next generation in technology. Then we have what to do with your time. Not that you need to give your money. They need to take your money in order for you to be blessed. That's fallacy. What to do with your time. These are the books and things that you need to know. Read. Or you can read other things in this area. Dr. Sunday was actually saying that you can get his book free on Amazon. I wouldn't have told you guys that you can get it free on electronic version. But you know what? He just wants people to be free, for people to have the truth, for people to have the knowledge, the understanding that they need. So everything that he can do to give you that, he's doing it free of charge. To be telling you, Amazon is not paying, he's not going to thank him, he's not going to pay him for it. So he's saying that if you subscribe to Amazon, that you're going to get his book for free. And yes, if you subscribe to Amazon Kindle, I think it's called Kindle, you get free books, and you pay every month, just $7 or less. I wouldn't have told you that. Anyway, who am I? Why am I here? Who am I? Why am I here? If you know this, then nobody is going to be manipulating you. This is one of my favorite books. I've told you already, I have 2 copies of this in hard copy, and then I have 1 electronic version. I just keep, I think I had 3 before. I gave 1 away, but now I have two. 1 I've written all over, and 1 I kept in pristine like this, because I need this book in my life. Who am I? Why am I here? Who am I? Why am I here? Have a look. Brilliant book. What you need to do, 7 tips to self-fulfillment. Is a tip. They are tips, but it can really help your life. That's what you need to know. In them 90% of the tithe to be blessed. It's all cock-a-bull. It's a lie. It's not true. Urgently, you must urgently become a workaholic. This is what they need to be teaching you, not taking your 90%. This is what they need to teach you. Why you should urgently become a workaholic. To also know why. Because you are a solution. God didn't just say, okay, this person come on this earth and just, roam around the earth, grow, for a while and come back to me. No, he gave you something. There's something in you that nobody has, and we all need, and that thing we need you to actually cultivate those things, how to become great through time conversion. This is what they need to be telling you, not telling you that you need to be blessed. In order for you to be blessed, that, people are not getting blessed, so that's why they're taking your money. How to build a secure financial future. This is, if you need money, these are the things that you need to know. How to build a secure financial future. Principles is what will help you. Looking for need, helping to become a solution, providing a service, something that is needed and something that is useful to society. The reason Mark Zuckerberg doesn't take any money from us is because he's getting money on Facebook through revenue of adverts, So he knows that I will provide solution. I would allow people to be able to exchange their pictures. It started with photo, it was Facebook. Okay, it started with pictures and it then expand as the years goes by. So this is what we do. You start with a little of what you have in knowledge and understanding, and as you go, you will grow in those things. So these are the things that we need to know, not lies like, your people are not blessed. People, you can give all your money, you still won't be blessed if you do not work, if you don't provide something that has got a solution. Blessed in monetary terms, I don't mean in, God has already blessed you. Monetary, in the way that they're saying, that's what I mean. You're already blessed. Don't let anybody manipulate you that you're not blessed. How to create your own net worth. How to create your own net worth. This is what you need to know. How to create your own net worth. The creative and innovative power of a genius. We are all geniuses. You know, we're all born to be geniuses. You know, our creator is not a mediocre person. God is great. Is amazing. Look at the world. Look at the earth. It's amazing. So therefore, he has created a genius. We're in his likeness. He himself is a genius. So he has created a genius. But if that genius is in us can be dormant if we don't do the right thing with it. Don't listen to all these lies and manipulation that they kind of give us to mesmerize us. It's all deception, true deception. That's what they're doing. No, I wanted to show you no one is better than you. Understanding that no one is better than you will make your life very easy. You know, will make your life meaningful to know that nobody is better than you. God created a masterpiece. With each one of us that he created a masterpiece. Nobody is better than you. You know, you need to know that, understand it, love yourself, you know, embrace that knowledge of yourself that nobody is better than you. You know, I'm going to read more comments, but I'm just going to go back and let you watch this so that you know what these people are doing and don't allow it to continue. Walk out, do whatever you
they believe that everything they have belongs to God. So they can give God everything. They believe that whatsoever they give to God, what the Bible calls tithe is just minimum. Minimum. And there is nowhere in the Bible where the Bible makes it compulsory for you to pay tithe, for you to pay offering, for you to do first fruit. It's not compulsory. It's a personal decision. If the Bible says, oh, if you do this, I'll open the windows of heaven. And you don't want any window open. You don't pay, no problem. No problem. But those who are moving with God, they have grown beyond tithes.
Those who are grown with God, they have grown beyond tithes. Okay, why don't you just pay your tithes and just forget everybody else? You have grown with God. You pay the tithes to yourself and keep the money to yourself. And you be the one that's grown with God. Gosh. This is just... 50%. I
want some 25%. And God is blessing them. Because the apostles too took offering. So that the work of God can work. And people so sparingly. You reap sparingly. You so bountifully. You reap bountifully. And if you think that some pastors are going to steal your money, and I'm not saying pastors don't steal, pastors steal. That's why the hands that you used to steal your master's money, you cannot lay the same hands on the sick and the sick will recover. It's not possible. They do. If you know that, well, they will steal my money. No problem at all. Just take your money. Look for the address of the Almighty. Go there. Hand it over to him personally. Just make sure you do it. That is all. Many of you don't know that when the Mountain of Fire and Miracles Ministry started, we don't even take offering. But you now notice that people have to be blessed. That is why it is done.
Okay. Wow, this is disheartening, but guys, don't let us cry over spilled milk anymore. Let's just do whatever we need to do to get out of this manipulation. God has given us sound mind, and we must use that sound mind. You know, they have really messed us up for so many years. Enough is enough. Nobody's going to have that anymore. You know, we've had enough, okay? So that's what you need to say. God loves you. Either you give to him or he doesn't give to you. Or he doesn't, you don't give to him. He loves you. He honors you. Before you were born, he knew you. He gave you sound mind. You're not exception to anything that God has provided. Even people that don't love God, that open their mouth to say that they don't love God, they don't want to have anything to do with God, God still provides for them. He gave them everything that they need. Everything equal to what he gave you, he's also giving them. So what more of you that you actually confess and you say you love God and you're a child of God? You know, so you don't have anything to worry about. Don't let them manipulate you. Nife is saying, I ran for my dear life. Well done, Nife. Well done, well done. Run from these people because they just pure man. Leave them with their own device. Leave them to fall into their own manipulation. It's just too much. Let me read what Stephen is saying that. That's pure manipulation. I'm sorry. You don't give to God to be blessed, Jare. Can they tell you how much we pay to God for him to sacrifice Jesus Christ for us? Thank you. Unbelievers don't pay anything, yet, this is what I was saying, yet they are blessed due to their hard work. Well done. And you know what? You're already blessed. If you don't have monetary things, it's because you don't have the principles. If you have a principle and you know the principle, you look for the principle and you work hard at that principle, you will be able to achieve monetary blessing if that's what you're looking for. But you need to look for if there's a problem in society to solve it. Just like Mark Zuckerberg solved the problem of having to take pictures, print the picture, and Microsoft guy, what's his name, Bill Gates, also did the same thing. They use combine technology, combine ideas to make things easier for us. And also, what's this guy, Apple guy? You know, they look for problems and they help us to solve a solution, and it's something that we needed that we can find useful, and then we are now paying for it one way or the other. Either we are paying with our time or by us checking adverts, which they are actually taking money from. But for us to be here is free. It's only our time that we're spending on this. So don't let anyone manipulate you. They are the one that are primitive. If they're thinking that this is how God does things, then they are the one that are primitive. Don't let anybody use grammar to manipulate you. All this grammar doesn't mean anything. You know, you pay 90% because it's just nothing. Honestly, I don't even know. See, Ade Banjo says, see how Olukoya manipulating people here is not sincere with what he is preaching. Of course, it's not sincere. I'm glad that you can see that. Dennis says wickedness. Dennis, I'm not even sure where you are, where you stand, but thank you. Wickedness where? I don't know. We have here Kennedy. Most of MFM members are followed by... Kennedy, my friend, is here. He said that most of MFM members are followed by demons. At least that's what they believe. The only demon here is people. If you don't work, you say you ancestors are following you. Nigerians, please let's wise up. Let's be wise. Yes, Nigeria is the demon. There is no other demons. If Nigeria is a good country, these people don't take advantage of people's desperation. Okay, Kennedy, you know you and I are pally, all right? We are friends, okay? And we will be friends for life, all right? But who is Nigeria? Excuse me. Nigeria are the people in Nigeria. Why do we think that Nigeria is something else? It's like when they go on about church, even church is the people. It's not the building. Nigeria is not the land. It is the people that are there. That is Nigeria. So if Nigeria is not good, it's the people that are not good. They need to change themselves. They need to change their values. But unfortunately, they have bad people like Olukoya. Is it Olukoya? Olukoya, like this guy, Winners Oyedepo and Adeboye. They are misleading them for their own personal gain. It's like Nigeria could collapse. They don't care. As long as they have enough for themselves. You know, people might have the wrong mindset. They don't care as long as they have money for themselves and for their family, as long as their empires are established. So Kennedy, I get what you're saying in terms of, you know, Nigeria could be better. Of course it needs to be better, but Nigeria is us. We are Nigeria. Nigeria is you and me. Nigeria is these people, and until these people stop and we get the right values, then Nigeria is going to be a mess. And Nigeria is you and I. We will be a mess. People will be a mess. You know, these are things that could help. If you're Nigerian and you think that you can help Nigeria, only God can save Nigeria. You know, this book, I love it so much. I always say that only God can save Mayowa. What a myth. You know, when you read this book, you would have understanding that Nigeria is not, you know, it's not like it's on its own. We are Nigeria. It's the people that are Nigeria. You know, Nigeria is not anything else. So we need to realize that. How the Nigerian economy can overtake the American economy. These are principles that are here based on the resources that we have. How to make Nigeria the greatest country in the world. It is possible if principles are followed. And it starts with us as individual. You know, it's not the country is just sand, land, you know, trees, things. You know, people are the country. You know, we are the country. This book is a brilliant book. You know, The Nigerian Economy, The Way Forward. Brilliant book. I think Buhari needs to get this book. If anybody loves Buhari and have contact with him, I think we should get it for him for Christmas. You know, or any government or politicians, just give it to them. But you know what? Better still, let us read it ourselves. Don't abdicate our responsibilities to somebody else. We are Nigeria. You know, so I just thought I'd drop that in there. Oh, Django says that he's a hardened criminal. I agree with you, Django. He is a hardened criminal. All of them, they're hardened, especially this one as well now that we're just saying today. Sheyi said that it is subtle manipulation for real. Lord, help the people to know God for themselves. Thank you. Absolutely, Sheyi. It's very subtle. You see how calm and collected he is. That's how calm and collected they commit crime on you, you know, you being the victim of their crimes. Let me read some of the comments on YouTube. I've abandoned YouTube for a bit. I'm focusing on Facebook. So please let me read some of the comments. Babatunde said, the lady is opening your eyes to the way that we're being manipulated to pay the pastor. Olukoya himself said, it is not the Bible. Why calling a manipulator a man of God? He is not honorable to be called the name. Where is God's address? Exactly. Look at that. You know, he's actually even in his manipulation. He's even manipulating in his manipulation. Can you see? If you go and find God, find God's address. Where's God's address? But you know what? One brilliant person, I've already told us where God's address is. God's address is the poor, the orphan, the destitute, the hungry, the widows. That's God's address. You better go and give your money to them in their hand like this. Put it in their hand, like he said. Okay, put it in their hand. He said, go and look for God and put it in God's hand. That's throwing you shades. Simple and clear. Pure evil. Okay, let me read the comments here on YouTube. Sorry, guys. How are you guys doing? I hope you're okay. I hope you don't feel like I've neglected you. All right, so let me see before we go. No one has called yet. I don't think anyone wants to say anything. This is nothing to say to this one. I bet there's lots to say. You can write your comment if you don't have the time to call in. Okay, I'm going right from the top. Wow, I've neglected it for a while now. I haven't seen all these comments. Sorry, guys. Okay. Wow. Guys, you guys are very responsive now on YouTube. It used to be just a few comments on YouTube and a lot of comments on Facebook. Okay. Okay, I've read Nkechi's author. This author saying that, is it that when MFM started, their members were not blessed as they were not taking offering? We don't know. We don't even, that's just another manipulative. I don't know, author. Yeah, I don't get what he's trying to say. It's just another manipulation in the manipulation. Bamidele says, that sounds like what Adeboye said too. Of course, they probably have meeting and say we should manipulate them like this. They're mumus. Let's just add more manipulation. Mayowa, read mine, Joe. Okay, Victor, I'll read yours. What did you write, Victor? Did you write anything that I haven't read? Victor, hello, pretty Mayowa. Bawoni. Okay, thank you, Victor. All right, I've seen that. Uh, Nkechi says, Bamidele, these GOs copy each other. Of course they do. They do. But they copy each other for evil. If you copy each other for good, isn't that good? Why is you copying each other for evil? To manipulate other people and keep them destitute and keep them without fulfilling their own promised land. It's just wrong. Okay, Bamidele is responding to Nkechi. Thank you very much. Hello, Bridget. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Bamilele says, by the way, I go to MFM, but I also have brain. I also have brain. I don't go about killing people. I pray in Psalms. Laugh out loud. I'm laughing with you. Bamidele. Alex said, it's actually compulsory in my opinion according to the law. Okay, we're not in the law, Alex. Bridget says, hi, Victor. Okay, saying hello. Alex says, it's just that with the death and resurrection of Christ under grace, we are no longer under compulsion. Okay, Alex corrected himself. Thank you very much, Alex, for doing that. The law of bribery or bondage, liberty or bondage. Okay, I was thinking of bribery there. Okay, the law of liberty or bondage. So I think is actually we should be in liberty, not in bondage. Victor is saying, okay, so Victor is saying hello to Bridget. Okay, Abraham is saying I'm angry with black man. Okay, are you saying black men or black people? I don't know, Abraham, what you're trying to say. Bridget says it's really shocking how these pastors are deceiving us and shows no remorse. Yes, you know, that's actually one of the biggest concerns I have is the fact that they're showing no remorse at all. They don't care. They're going to grow in strength and look for more manipulation because the mammon in their hearts is just too much. The love of money is killing them. You know, they cannot hide it anymore. It's like, what? I'm not going to have all that money? What? You know? And it's in their heart. They just remind me of a terrible story in the Bible of King Pharaoh. You know, I think that these people are exactly like King Pharaoh. And God is really warning them and they're not listening. They're coming back with combat of more lies, more manipulation, more... I don't understand. Let the people go. Let my people go. Stop taking their money. Stop. Honestly, Brown said, what it's saying is just that, what we call use of words. And that is how they manipulate people's mind. Yes, I'm glad that you see that. Okay, Abraham says, nope, I am correct, black man, but I hate our attitude towards mammon. Yes. Victor says, I listened to Pastor Kumeyi. He said so many pastors do not pay tithes. What they will say is they pay to other ministry. Okay, whatever. This is just something else. If they want to pay tithe, they should pay tithe. They don't want to, but they shouldn't. They should stop lying to people that are vulnerable, that believe in them. That's all I'm all about. You know, if they want to pay tithe, that's their problem. Victor is laughing. The Mayowa said flying off the hook. Bridget said, yes, Alex. To Alex, and Keshe said, con artist, and he's very good at it. Yes, it's very good, very subtle as well. Bashir says, this is a constructive and destructive manipulation all in one. Now, I see there is a reason why we need to know God for ourselves and not through any man or woman of God. I'm concerned for all. I am very concerned too. Honestly, Bashir, I am very concerned because this is lies. This is big time manipulation. Brown says, before now, they never agreed that there's no way the Bible make it compulsory for anybody to pay tithes. Yeah, but now they are saying, so they're saying that yes, because they couldn't find anywhere in the Bible. I'm sure they went to do their studies and they realized that there's no way in the Bible that says you should pay tithes. So now they're looking for new ways for you for them to get your hard-earned money out of your pocket into their own hands. No compassion towards the sheep, but our Lord Jesus Christ loved us so much that he gave himself. Exactly. Alex is saying, okay, he's responding to somebody here. Yes, Abraham, exactly. He said, why do we always attribute sowing towards money? Exactly. They do that. They do that so that you could be mesmerized. Because obviously we also want to sow and reap. you know. But why sowing that? We also want to put something that we didn't work for. We want to put it there and just go and sit down. You know, when you sow, you know, when they say sowing, it's also part of laziness when people are saying that, attributing it to money. It's like you go and bury something and you come back with a grown, you know. But even if you sow in the farm, for it to grow, you have to cultivate the land, you have to check it up, you have to, you know, do different things. But then you just come and sow, put it in my own hand, put it in my own hand. That's sowing. I'll help you to give it to God. Ah, Victor, yes, pastors steal. So how do we differentiate pastors that steal and the one that do not steal, since we never saw any account with inflow and outflow of church money? Victor, let me tell you, by now, the ones that is telling you that they steal is the number one stealer, or is the number one thief. So don't be fooled, because he's saying that pastors steal doesn't mean that he's not included in those pastors that steals. That's another way to mesmerize you. The Bridget says, seriously, these pastors thinks we are fools or gun bunkers. Yes, it's either one of the two. Abraham is saying correct. Thank you very much, Abraham. They will even use galaxy and Milky Way to manipulate and memorize. Yes, I know, that's Paul Adefarasin. This one's, honestly, it's unbelievable. Jesus never died for us to give tithe and offering. This is an abuse to his death. Yeah, on the cross. God is not an entrepreneur who gives blessings based on how much we have paid, online prayer or in store church. Wow, well said, Bashir. Thank you, Alex. So he's implying that the money is not going to God, and yet they don't get it. Mayowa, Mayowa, you are people are opening. Oh, okay, you're opening people's eyes. I beg, let's forget about these criminals and brainwashers. Oh. Bridget, we're not going to forget about them until everybody knows the truth. We're not going to forget about them. Pastor Osei says that we are not under the covenant, and fact, we are believers under the new covenant. We are saved by grace, not works. Okay, whether we pay or not, we are accepted in the beloved. We are, who is Christ, our mediator, not Moses' law. Okay. The word pastor, Nkechi says, the word poor does not exist in the dictionary. Well, of course it doesn't, because they're taking your money. So why should it exist? No, it doesn't exist. And Bridget said, Mayowa, this is serious, so I should not be laughing, but I can't help myself. Well, I'm glad that you're laughing, because, you know, next step is to cry over these issues. Victor says, says somebody on the line. Okay, 1 second. Alex says he is just deliberately confusing the people. There is a clear distinction between tithing and giving. Yes. I guess they know the address of God. Yes, so somebody already told us the address of God. The address of Almighty is in giving to the poor, the widow, helping to make an impact in the environment, to the glory of God. God address is not in any church. God does not dwell in a church, but in our hearts. Absolutely brilliant. Well put. Abraham says, why do we Africans hate ourselves so much? Well, we don't hate ourselves. It's just these people that put all this wickedness and hate in people's hearts. You know, because if you're suffering, you have no money, and they're saying that you should come and give everything to church, and your friends or your neighbor is suffering, and you're thinking, okay, should I go and give it to God in the church? Because that's what they made us believe. Or should I give this person? You know, there's two seeds that you're growing, you're sowing there, you know, because you're sowing the seed of that person feeling like, oh, look at my friend, he's got this money, he could help me, but it's not helping me. He's taking it to church. So that person is feeling bitter about it, and you're feeling justified that you did the right thing because you gave it to church, not knowing that, you know, somebody is sick, somebody needs your help, you didn't help them, you know, and that breeds contempt. You know, it brings all sorts of wicked, you know, evil in our hearts. So this is the reasons. It's because of this. If these people are compelling you to bring 90% of your money to church that not help people, how are you going to help people? How are you going to help all the other people that needs it? After you've paid the other 10% to look after yourself, well, the 90%, what are you going to do? This is the reason why we are wicked. Okay, I've told you, if you want to know how much we've been raised, the person that asked, a woman who preached is a source of curse for the earth. Okay, all right, Chris Lati. Okay, that's another planet there. Okay. Uh, all right. Okay. Desmond says, keep spreading the truth. God bless you and strengthen you. Prosperous Pastor Sunday Adelaja. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. I don't know this person. Says, I really love your talk. Thank you very much. Victor is talking to Bamidele. Thank you. Thank you. Our Lord Jesus Christ paid the ultimate sacrifice. Our first apostle labored hard to spread the gospel without handling the word of God deceitfully. What has become our generation? Yeah. Nifer says a Ghanaian pastor in the UK said that some people will only get to heaven by their giving. Lies. He followed it up by saying if people did not have money, they would use their credit card. Fraudster. Nifer. Liar and fraudster, that one is. Forget him. I ran for my dear life. Of course you should. Okay, Olumide says, well done, Mayowa. I trust God that this platform will yield a pure and progressive change in Nigeria. Thank you very much. I trust God for that as well. Well, it's talking baby steps towards the truth. It's taking baby steps. I believe if we keep sharing the truth, it's no time these pastors will admit fully that he was the thief. Yeah, I agree with that. Well done. Is Pastor Adeboye more important than the millions of people whose lives has been destroyed by his false teaching? Okay, Alex Maxwell. You sound like there's something wrong here. Okay, fix it up. Fix it yourself. KTTV, I do not understand. Okay, if you don't understand. I do not understand that people who have the Bible in their hands can act this way, placing women in the pulpit to preach or lead their worship song while men are there. What's this sexist? Okay. Okay, all right. So these things just make me laugh. It's like, are you these primitive people that they're talking about, that this guy is talking about? I don't understand. James says that, Mayowa, some people don't even understand what atheists mean. We are against Christ, or we are telling them to wake up from people using Christ's name to rob them. Thank you very much, James. Well said, well put. Guys, I've gone way over my time again today. It's been a pleasure being with you. I always enjoy my time with you, and I hope you enjoy the time with me as well. So tomorrow I will see you. Dr. Sunday will be back today. It's 7 p.m. Ukraine time, which is 6 p.m. UK time, no, 6 p.m. Nigeria time and 5 p.m. UK time. That's GMT time. Please join us again. He's going to be speaking to somebody about current affairs. Always a delight, always a pleasure to learn more, and I'm looking forward to that as well. So please join us then. And of course, the 9 p.m. program. We'll be back in Kechi. Thank you very much. 9 p.m. program will be back. Also, Dr. Sunday will be in that and teaching and showing us more videos and more atrocities that are happening to open our eyes a lot more. So thank you very much. I'm going to throw it out with this, okay? I want you to see this so you remember the name, the face of the manipulator.
With primitive faith. Àwọn tí ìgbàgbọ́ wọn lóko, they believe that everything they have, wọ́n gbàgbọ́ pé gbogbo ohun táwọn ní, belongs to God. Ọlọ́run ló ní. So they can give God everything. Nítorí náà wọ́n lè fi gbogbo nǹkan fún Ọlọ́run. They believe, wọ́n gbàgbọ́ that whatever they give to God, yóò gbogbo táwọn bá fi fún Ọlọ́run. What the Bible calls tithe is just minimum. Ìdá mẹ́wàá tí Bíbélì sọ yẹn èyí tó kéré jù náà minimum. And there is nowhere in the Bible where the Bible makes it compulsory for you to pay tithe, for you to pay offering, for you to do first fruits. It's not compulsory. It's a personal decision. If the Bible says, oh, if you do this, I'll open the windows of heaven. And you don't want any window open. You don't pay, no problem. No problem. But those who are moving with God, they are growing beyond tithe. 50%. 25%. 9/10. kọ́ni ẹlòmíràn san ìdá mẹ́sàn-án nínú mẹ́wàá.
And God is blessing them.
Ọlọ́run ti bùkún wọn.
Because the apostles too keep offering
Nítorí àwọn àpọ́sítélì pàápàá ń kọ́ rẹ̀.
so that the work of God can work.
Iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run bá lè tẹ̀síwájú.
And if you sow sparingly,
Mo bá fúrúgbìn kíún.
you reap sparingly.
Ó kórè kíún.
You sow bountifully,
Mo bá fúrúgbìn lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́.
you reap bountifully.
Ìwọ náà yóò kórè
And if
lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́.
you think that some pastors are going to steal your money,
Bó bá wà rò lọ́kàn ara rẹ pé olùṣọ́àgùntàn yẹn yóò jí owó rẹ.
and I'm not saying pastors don't see pastors
Mo
steal.
sọ pé àwọn olùṣọ́àgùntàn kì í jí nǹkan o, àwọn olùṣọ́àgùntàn ń jí.
That's why the hands that you use to steal your master's money, you cannot lay the same hands on the sick and the sick will recover. It's not possible.
Ìdí nìyẹn tí òfin ṣe é ṣe pé ọwọ́ tó gbé tó fi ń jí owó olúwa rẹ tó bá gbélé olókùnrùn, ara olókùnrùn yìí ò lè dá.
They do.
Wọ́n ṣe.
If you know that, well, yeah, they will steal my money.
Lọ́nà bá wọ́n jówó mi, wọ́n jówó mi.
No problem at all.
Ìyẹn náà lè
Just take your money.
mú owó rẹ.
Look for the address of the Almighty.
Lọ wá àdírẹ́sì ilé Ọlọ́run.
Go there.
Kó lọ lé Ọlọ́run.
Hand it over to him
Kó
personally.
lọ fi owó yẹn lé Ọlọ́run lọ́wọ́ fúnra rẹ.
Just make sure you do it.
Ṣáàpì dájú kó ṣáàpì lé lọ́wọ́.
That is.
Wow. Guys, I just noticed something that is saying that if you notice that they're stealing, right, and you don't want them to steal, you should go and give to God yourself. So it's saying that even if they're stealing, you should still give it to them. Anyway, I'm out. Watch this over and over again and get your point from it. You know, learn the lessons that you need to learn. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate you. I will see you again tomorrow, but we will be back in an hour and 20 minutes or so with Dr. Sunday. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Bye.